Good morning. Look at this. Actually, you can't see it from there. All you can see is the car, isn't it? Look at this beautiful, sunny morning. How lovely is that? The sun peeking through the trees. And look up here. There is Ron. Sitting enjoying the sunshine, living his best sunshiny life. I just realised I filmed a bit in the garden. Got into the car, meant to film some more to sort of say hello, how are we all, and completely failed to do so. I am out and about early this morning. I am at Asda car park. I don't know if you can see Asda in the background there. I think you possibly can, or maybe not. I can't see that far. I've got to pick up a couple of bits and nothing exciting, a loaf of bread and some Diet Coke. But the main reason for coming here is that I'm going to the library to pick up 2 books that have come in, which I'm quite excited about, looking forward to. So I'll show you those when I've got those. And then I am off to Home Bargains to try and pick up the last few bits for my men's advent calendar that I'm doing for my dad's care home. So yeah, that's the plan for this morning. Then I'm going home because today was really meant to be a cosy homey day, but I just thought I'd come out and do all those things that I need to do first thing, get them done, and then I can go home and not leave the house again, which I must admit I'm looking forward to because it's been quite a busy week so far. It's Thursday, by the way. Decided to have a quick wander around the clothes in Asda, as I don't come in here that often anymore. It's all, I'm being assaulted by Christmas clothing. Christmas themed everything. That's quite a nice print there, that dress. Midi dress, quite like that. And I like that giraffe print top as well. I cannot even begin to imagine what has been done to that corn on the cob to make it be okay to eat until the end of January. Terrifying. Back from shopping, and I had some good news while I was out shopping. Had a phone call from my doctor who did my gallbladder removal, and I had bloods taken yesterday. I popped into the hospital to get a blood test, and he told me that my results had come back and my levels are almost back to normal, so really pleased about that. It's 3 weeks ago yesterday I had my gallbladder out, and 2 weeks ago plus 2 days that I had my endoscopy to remove the last gallstone. So I feel like things are heading in the right direction. The only thing I'm waiting for now is I've got 4 scars that were stitched. 3 were keyhole up here, and then quite a big one lower down, just above my belly button. That one, the others have all healed beautifully, and the stitches have dissolved, but the one above my belly button is taking a little bit of time to heal, and they've advised me not to do anything too strenuous. Not that I generally do anything very strenuous, but I haven't restarted my walking on the treadmill of a morning yet because they said, you know, keep it, just give it a chance to heal for a bit longer. So anyway, that was good news. That was a good way to start the day to get that news, so I'm happy about that. Right, let me show you what I bought in the supermarket. And one of the things I didn't have to buy in the supermarket was anything for dinner, because this week is a HelloFresh week, and HelloFresh are sponsoring today's video. You know how much I like HelloFresh. We don't have it every week, but it is such a useful thing to have in your back pocket when you have a busy week, or when you're feeling under the weather, or just have that burden of what we're going to have for dinner, the meal planning, the shopping, the thinking about it, or taken away. It arrives all pre-portioned in a box. It's so simple. And you know, they've got some really amazing festive flavours on the site at the moment. It felt like they had lots of new and interesting stuff. There's always, I think, a minimum of 44 different dishes to choose from, and the prices start at £3.15 per portion, which is really reasonable, and that's before any discount. This week we have had king prawn and chorizo tagliatelle, which was delicious. So many prawns as well. They were so generous with the amount of prawns, really nice big juicy ones. Then last night we had this, which Ashley said was his favourite HelloFresh he's ever had. That was what we had last night, which I have to say was absolutely delicious. It was really easy to cook. We cooked it together actually, which was nice. Easy to cook, really nice flavours. That sauce was just absolutely delicious on the chicken, and yeah, really lovely. And then I'm excited about tonight. This is one that Ashley picked, but I think this is going to be really nice, fresh flavours and delicious. This is the Indian spiced beef and pepper tacos with slaw and salad. So very much looking forward to that. If you haven't yet tried HelloFresh and you think now might be the time that you'd like to dip your toe into simplifying your life as far as meal planning is concerned, I have an offer for you for 60% off your first box and 25% off for the next 2 months. I'm going to pop a QR code on the screen now. You can just photograph that with your phone camera and click straight through to the offer and use my code 60Caroline2023. It'll all be up on the screen. Or if you don't want to use the QR code, I will pop the link in the description box below and also in the pinned comment at the top of the comment section. But I'm a big fan of HelloFresh, so I highly recommend, and thanks to them for sponsoring this part of today's video. Right, let me show you what I bought while I was out and about. I bought some hair dye. This is the Garnier Bell Colour 110 Ultra Light Natural Blonde. I used to go for the extra light ash blonde, but as I've got older, I feel like this one's a little bit warmer. Actually, I don't feel like that at all. I feel like they all do pretty much the same thing, but I feel like the ash blonde is a little bit ashy, so I'd like something warmer. Branston pickle, because we ran out and Ashley told me the other day we didn't have any. He's quite a big fan of Branston pickle. Me, not so much. I prefer like a apple chutney or something like that. Ashley's mum made some chutney recently and gave us a jar and it was delicious. It was so nice. Can't beat homemade chutney. I got a few extra things. I just needed 4 more things for the men's advent calendar from Home Bargains. I picked up a pair of men's thermal socks. They were £2.50. They feel really nice and thick and warm. I got 2 pairs of touchscreen gloves. They were only 80p each in Home Bargains, both in grey. And I got this little, what's it called? A Jeff Banks 7-piece grooming kit with a little case and all the bits and pieces there. I think that was £3.99. So I now have everything for that calendar, so I can get that all wrapped and sorted, ready to go, which I'll probably do in the next few days, possibly today even. What else did I get? A candle. This Wickford & Co. gingerbread candle is the best candle that Home Bargains do. It's the best ever gingerbread candle that I've come across, and it is £2.99. Even through the cost of living crisis, this has not gone up. Don't think it hasn't even got any smaller, because quite often things stay the same price but get smaller, don't they? But this is the gingerbread candle. It's absolutely brilliant, amazing throw for the price. And I am going to be lighting that after I finish talking to you and filling my house with the aroma of delicious gingerbread. What is not to like? Right, in Asda, I picked up some sea salt crackers. I bought a really nice piece of creamy blue cheese the other day. Very partial to a cheese board, I am. Ashley likes Ritz crackers, so we always have Ritz crackers in the house, but I'm not a massive fan of Ritz crackers. I like something with not quite so much flavour. So I found some that I had in the cupboard, the pantry cupboard out the back, and they expired in 2021, and I thought, you know what, because the packet hasn't been opened, they'll probably be all right. So I'm going to try open them and see if they're all right. But if they're not, I don't want to waste my piece of cheese on old biscuits that are stale, you know. So I thought I'd get these as a backup just in case. So yeah, got those. I needed bread, so I got white sourdough from Asda. Not tried this one before, but I will let you know what that's like. I got some fat-free cottage cheese, chive flavour cottage cheese. This is to go in some breakfast muffins, like Cruster's quiche type things. I always find that they are nice with a bit of cottage cheese mixed in. I got some white chocolate chip cookies because we have nothing sweet in the house, and I fancied something sweet last night and didn't have anything. So I got those just in case that comes upon me again. I'm not a great sweet eater, but it's nice to sometimes have something if you think you're going to want it. And then let me show you my 2 library books that I picked up. I recently read a book by John Boyne called The Heart's Invisible Furies. Been out for years, and I've had it on my Kindle for literally years. Very long book, it's about 700 pages, and it immediately went into my top 3 books of the year, if not my favourite book of the year. Really, really good. So I wanted to read some more from him, so I ordered a couple at the library. You can order books, pre-order books online from our library. It's at Devon Libraries, and if they haven't got it in your library, they send it from another library. It's a brilliant service. Support your local libraries or we will lose them. We've just lost our mobile libraries in Devon, which is really, really sad for the people who use those to access books to read. But yeah, anyway, 2 more books by John Boyne. I got All the Broken Places and I got The Echo Chamber. So I've nearly finished the book I'm reading on my Kindle at the moment. So one of these will be next, and I will obviously let you know how I get on with those. If you don't follow me on Instagram, by the way, I do mini reviews for everything I read. Then there's a highlight on my Instagram there so you can look back at everything I've read on my Instagram stories for this year. So do it's Caroline_Mrs M, I think. I'll put it across the screen anyway. Right, I need to put all this away and go and get on with some work. Just wrapping my parcels for things that have sold over the last 24 hours, and this pair of shoes is my favourite thing that I've sold. They're a lovely teal green colour, I don't know if you can see it, and they've got like a peep toe there with a bow on. They are like 1940s style shoes, and they super remind me of my mum's mum, my grandmother, who's a very elegant lady, and that's the type of shoes that I remember her wearing when I was very, very little, which wasn't the 1940s obviously, but they've just got a little bit of a vibe of the 1940s. I think that's why I bought them, and they've just sold, so I hope their new owner is really happy with them, because I think they're just gorgeous. Vlogging in winter on days when it's sunny is always problematic. Look at that horrible light. I've just had a Vinted order arrive, 2 items actually from different people. This is lilac and black. It's just like a tiered sort of smock dress. That's how long it is. I wanted something that I could wear with long boots and thick black tights, that was dress length rather. This is just about there, I think, for a dress length rather than a top. So I'm quite pleased with that one. It's a little check. This one is a black sparkly top, and it obviously hasn't been washed. It's not physically dirty, but it smells worn and not in a good way, if you know what I mean. Which is the chance you take with Vinted, isn't it? They were dirt cheap. I mean, I think they're only £4 each, but you do expect things to actually arrive clean, don't you? So that one's going straight in the wash. The smell of this gingerbread candle is just lovely. Honestly, I can't recommend this highly enough as a really good budget, very good quality candle. It's just coming up to 1 o'clock, I think, and I've had quite a successful morning. Got almost my whole to-do list ticked off, which is very good. Pleased about that. I've just washed up, emptied the dishwasher, refilled it. All the stuff that we all do every day without thinking about it. But it's all jobs, isn't it? What am I doing? I've had 2 deliveries this morning. One is more exciting than another. One was my new lamps. I've ordered 2 new standard lamps for the lounge, because the lighting in the lounge, Ashley, as I've probably said before, is big into his spotlights. That's him coming in the house now. And it's very, very bright, and I wanted some more mood lighting for the evening, something a bit more chilled. So I've ordered 2 new lamps, and that's Ashley coming home to bring the boxes upstairs and open them. I'm quite excited about them because they are handmade in Devon, so they're from a local business, and they're quite tall. Here's Ashley carrying one up the stairs. And here is my new lamp. So pleased with it. It's made of ash wood, and that's what it looks like. I just think it fits in with the sort of 60s, 70s vibe of the house really well. So yeah, really happy with that. Unfortunately, the other one is a bit faulty. I've just spoken to the company. It's the joint on the bottom there is faulty. It's really wobbly, and so it's sitting at an angle to the wall. They said that they're going to replace it for us and take this one away, and they have to get another one made because they're made to order. But yeah, really good customer service. But yeah, very pleased with that one, and I'm sure I'll be very pleased with this one when it's actually working. You know, it's almost 4:30 and it's almost dark. Look at that. A beautiful day though. Very nice indeed. There's many of you say to me, Caroline, you do too much, you need to relax more. And you will all be pleased to hear that I have had an extremely lazy afternoon. God, that light is horrific. Extremely lazy. I have read my book, I've pottered about, I've watched a bit of telly. It's been really nice and relaxing, and I've just, in the last half hour or so, got up and started doing a few bits and pieces, answering some emails and stuff. We've got to pack up this light. And really good service, I have to say. They are going to remake or make us a new one, and it's going to be delivered next week, and they're going to pick that one up at the same time. So yay for that. Very impressed by that company. So it's called Amos Lighting. I should give it a shout out, shouldn't I? Which I think it's local, but it's online as well, and they've got some really nice sort of contemporary and very different lights, which is nice. Nothing much exciting planned for the rest of the day. Oh, I think that light's even worse than the light I had before, and that's not a good angle either, but it'll have to do. Yeah, nothing much exciting planned for the rest of the day. Ashley will be home from work in an hour or so, and we're going to have our HelloFresh tacos for dinner, which I'm very much looking forward to. Ron is in his favourite, or one of his favourite little places down there. That's a radiator grid in the floor there, and he loves it. As soon as the heating goes on, he goes and sits down there. So the heat, he loves the heat that comes out of that. So he's very happy just there. Sorry about the horrible light in my bathroom. It really is not good at all, but that's the way things are. Just taking my makeup off. It's about 6:15. Ashley's home from work. He's watching the news. I've just come in here to take off my makeup. Take my eye makeup off with, that was the back of it, wasn't it? Simple eye makeup remover, which I have used for years. There's two different ones. One is a split oily one that you can see it's split, you know, the water and oil mixture. This is just the plain and simple eye makeup remover, removes waterproof mascara. As I say, I've used it for years. Won't use anything else. It's very good value for money, though more expensive than it used to be. And then I do the rest of my face with Garnier Micellar Water, which again, if you've been with me any length of time, you no doubt know about, because I've talked about it multiple times. But I'm surprised more people haven't mentioned, actually. I've had my eyebrows done. I usually have them microbladed, and my eyebrow lady said to me that she didn't think they were ready to be microbladed again, although they were a little bit patchy. I felt like they faded quite a lot. So she suggested henna brows, which I imagined them being red, but no, apparently not. That is not a thing. I'd never heard of them before, but it's where they dye the skin but also the eyebrow hair. And I had it done about a week ago. And it's meant to last for up to 6 weeks. I used to have, years ago, HD brows, which was effectively just dyeing the hairs, I think, and tidying them up as well. And I'm now going to use some pure cleansing balm to cleanse my face. Yeah, I used to have these HD brows done, but it didn't last. But just dyeing the hairs seemed to not last at all on me, just literally for a couple of days. It was hopeless. So we're a week in. This is meant to last 6 weeks. I feel like they're going a little bit patchy, but so far they've kept their colour quite well. I did feel like they were really dark to start with, but I've sort of got used to it again now. It's a little bit like when I have them microbladed, they feel darker to start with. But yeah, I'm sort of quite pleased with it so far. It's obviously it's more, it lasts 6 weeks-ish, and it was £32, and of course microblading is, I think it's like 125 or something for a top up every 12 to 18 months, and that lasts 12 to 18 months, so it's about 12 months since I had my microblading done, and I will have it done again. But having this done, if you're squeamish and don't like the pain of microblading, then this is a good alternative. Well, I say it's a good alternative. It looks all right at the moment, a week in. Oh, it's actually taping up the big teeth. I could hear a weird noise. I don't feel that the camera will have caught that, but It's actually using the tape gun to tape up the box with the lamp in it, which they're going to collect when they drop off the new one next week. Oh, always feels nice to get your makeup off and your face cleansed of an evening. I've already got my comfy loungewear trousers on. I'm just going to change my top now, ready for the evening. I think I'm going to sign this one off. I feel like it's not been the most exciting video today, but it has been a quite nice relaxing afternoon for me. There was a bit more going on this morning, wasn't there, that we chatted about, so that was good. But yeah, that feels really nice. And then I do the rest of my skincare routine later on before I go to bed. And I'm having a glass of wine tonight. I tend not to drink through the week, but I haven't had a drink since last Saturday, so I should be having one tonight as it's Thursday. I just fancy a nice cold glass of Pinot Grigio, so that's what I'm going to do. Finish off my book with a glass of Pinot Grigio and have a nice evening, everybody. That's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.